Hello, this is Bluetooth continuing my for play Fire Emblem walkthrough. Okay people, it's time to show you one of the coolest parts of Fire Emblem, preparing for battle. Now for the rest of the prologue, and basically for the rest of the game, you're going to be able to prepare your battlefield before you begin. And this is especially cool because you get to pick which units that you will use and won't use. You get to use a limited amount of units. You can't just use all your units. That would take forever to move them all. But you do get to choose which ones you want to use. Now, I'm not going to be using Sane, so I'll just take him off. And we don't need to be stealing anything, so I'm not going to use Matthew. I'll use Wrath. But, I do need that Angelic Robe to go to Urk. And his Armor Slayer can go to someone else. So, the second option here is Trade. You can move any items from anyone to anyone else. And, if you need to use one of these power-up items, there's a Use button also. And his health goes up to 25. Now, I'll give that Armor Slayer to, I guess Lynn. She probably won't use it because she's already got the Manikati. But if I find someone else to give it to, I'll give it to him. Okay. Also, you can transfer items. That only helps when you have a caravan, which we don't get to the main story. You can list every item that everybody has and immediately get it if you need to find something. And you can sell your items, but you can't do that now. And you can give all of your held items to your caravan, but we don't have a caravan. Fortune comes later in the main story. And last, you can check your map. You can just see the map and everything that's going on. You can tell if there's any important units that you can possibly recruit, so you can look at the boss. You can rearrange your formation, you can move people around if you need to do that. You can look at these options, and you can save your game. Or you can save your game from here. Then when you're ready, you hit Start, and you begin. Sometimes new units come after you've set up the battle preparations that you can't mess with. In this mission, we're going to learn about the two other types of magic, Dark and Light. They set up the magic triangle. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lucius. Lucius is an okay unit, but he seems to have a curse whenever I play with him to always die. If you're aware of the only released in Japan Fire Emblem 6 with a million names, Lucius is rumored to be the person in charge of the orphanage in that game who also dies. Okay, let me show you our two new units here. Now, in case you can't figure it out, light beats dark. That is an example of attacking when you have the battle animations turned off. As you can see, it's not as impressive. So I'll turn it on after this. This time we have a level 6 Lynn against the level 5 Heinz. Mr. Ketchup Man. Okay. Let's leave Sarah's off. Let's turn Wrath's on. Keep Nils off, because he's going to be as annoying as Sarah. But I will turn him on for now, so I can just show you. Nils is a very special character because he is a bard. He's like Sarah in that he can't attack, but he can do a special thing with his musical instrument right here. That would take forever to do over and over and over again. And he gets exactly 10 experience points. He brings color to units. He lets them move again. Now let me go ahead and turn Nils off, because I'm not going to want to do that every time. Okay, now let's witness Lucius actually attacking. You can see it says Black Fang up there. Okay, let's move everybody else out. Now here, this is a little place called a vendor. This is like an armory, except you buy magical stuff instead. I always overuse Irk, so I'll buy him another fire just in case. I never seem to overuse Sarah, though. We got a bow user. Just out of reach. Let's take advantage of Kent's javelin. That is a ranged attack from a cavalier. Okay, you can see we got some fortresses here, and there's a brigand. Let's keep the ranged attacker away. Now, Florina can go over these mountains and come all the way down here. One thing you should know about Pegasus Knights, they are extremely weak against bows, but they have really high resistance as far as units go. As you can see, Nils doesn't have any type of weapon at all, not even a staff or a musical instrument. So what is he playing with? Okay. Here's an example of good rescuing. You can rescue people to move them over the mountains. Now I'm going to want to use Nils as much as possible because I plan on doing every level of the game, and I can only do that if Nils gets to level 7. That's right, he gains level by playing instruments. Okay. Just out of reach. I'll just go with Kent again. Don't want to overuse Kent. If you overuse one unit too much, then none of the other units will be good. It's pretty obvious. And he was holding an iron lance for some reason. Now, I'll just drop this iron lance. Lance seemed to be the least used weapon for me. You may think it's axe, but I actually use axes a bit more in the main story. I'm not going to use Will. I'll just keep Will and Nils over here, so they can level Nils up. Every turn you're going to want to use Nils if you want him to get high level. Okay, let's use Irk now. We'll just have him wait here. Yeah! Level up. And we'll have Wrath finish this. He's pretty good. Let's move Lynn in. Sarah actually can go over mountains. That seems odd. It's interesting to note that when you rescue someone, you can't drop them on the same turn. You have to wait till the next turn to drop them. Or get another unit to take them and drop them. Oh no! 1, 2, 3, bang! Dead! Or whatever happens to you when you fade away. Those mountains are preventing people from just immediately rushing over and attacking Lynn. Now we'll do the next turn next time on the Play Walkthrough. Thank you.